everyone, and welcome back to my channel. A couple of weeks ago, the lovely Linda, who is Purple Nana on YouTube and Instagram, sent a few of us some of her 50p ATC coins. That's what she's calling them. Basically, they're a regular heptagon in shape, and they are 2.5 inches, like the 2.5 inch ATC coins. All right. She sent us a template so that we could make our own. But if you don't have a template, how can you play along? Well, there are lots of ways. I'm going to show you a couple of them. The first, and possibly the easiest, if you have a computer or some way of printing, I will leave a link to a document, and if you go to it and print it at 100%, just normal printing, you should get something like this, which is 2.5 inches across, thereabouts. Okay, it's difficult to measure because you're measuring the circle, not the heptagon, if you see what I mean. But that is roughly the right size. If you look at that, that will fit on there. So you could just cut that out, or you could stick this onto some packaging or some cardboard and cut it around, and then you will have your own template. So that is available for you to download and use. If you don't have access to any way of printing, maybe you are old school and have one of these, a set of compasses, which you can use. Now, I will show you how to do this as best I can. So what we need is a circle to start with. And this would work if you want to make ATC coins and don't have a die or a punch. You need to set your compass at 1 and 1.25, because if that is the radius, which is like half the diameter of the circle. So that is at 1.25, and if we put this, whoops, I'm doing mine on paper. You would be best to do your own on something like cardboard or packaging, so that it is stiff, that you can use again and again as a template. But I'm doing mine on white because I think it will show up better and you'll see what I'm doing. All right, so put your compass point down, whoops, and just swing your pencil around, and that should be a 2.5 inch circle. So let's just make sure you can see what I'm doing. The lighting is not good today, it's very bright, the camera's struggling to focus. Okay, so the next thing we need to do is to mark somewhere on the outside, it doesn't matter where. And we get our ruler, and this time we're setting the compass to 1 1/8, but I'm going to say slightly shy. You've got to think of a couple of things here. The pencil is, you know, a few millimeters in width itself, so I'm going just shy of 1 1/8 of an inch. Hopefully you can see what I'm doing. I'm going to try not to pinch this. Put the point of the compass where the two lines intersect there. Okay, and then you draw a line. And then we do the same again. Where they intersect, you put the point and draw another line. And you keep going round. Put it on. Oops, draw a line. Put it on. Draw a line. Put it on, draw a line, and last but not least, a funny angle, put it on and draw a line. So then you should have 7 equidistant, that one didn't show up very well, but equidistant lines. Then you grab a ruler. I'm going to use a smaller one and a different pencil because it will be easier to show you. And then you're just drawing a line between those points where they both intersect, all the way around. Like this. I should do it this way around. And you can then use this, sorry about my dirty old ruler, you can use this as your template. You can cut it out on cardboard, and then you can reuse it over and over again. In fact, what I would do is cut it out. I would do the whole of this process on cardboard, cut it out, immediately make myself a spare template, and then you've got one in case, you know, it gets a bit ragged. So that is one way of doing it. Now, these measurements are in inches, and I will leave all the description of what I've just done in the description box, in inches and in metric as well. Okay, so you know what to set your compass at. So originally we did it at 1 1/4 of an inch, which is, I think, 3.2 centimetres. And then this distance here, along here, that we measured with the compass was just under 1 1/8, and that was, I think, about around about 2.8 centimetres. Okay, and I'll leave that anyway in the description box, so you could do that. Now, there is one other thing. If you have a circle punch, like I do, and you had a circle, so say you've already got your circle, didn't cut that very well, I'm afraid. So let's say you've already got your circle, maybe better not to use that. You do exactly the same. You can put a mark on it, set your compass at, well, I'll do it metric this time, but it would be just under 1 1/8 or 2.8 centimetres, and you do the same. You put your point just where right on the edge there, and the same just where it touches the edge, and you do that 6 times, is it? So you've got 7 marks. I don't think I bet that's moved, has it? Let's double check that is supposed to be. It has moved a little bit. It's a little bit more than 1 1/8, which is not what we want. Because that gap there looks slightly less. Just make sure your compass stays stiff and doesn't wobble about. And I don't think it will hurt too much. She says that doesn't look great, does it? And you just cut this out, obviously. But this is where, if you don't have a compass and you still want to have a go, you can. All right, and I will show you one last way of doing it. But these get less and less accurate as you go around. Anyway, you get the idea with these, and then you just cut off these bits around here. If you had a circle, I've lost my circle punch. Let's see if I can cut it out a bit better this time. No, is the answer to that. Right, say you've got your circle, but you don't have a compass. You can still do the same thing. You can make a line, you can use a ruler, let's use one with inches, and you're just going to have to eyeball it. Now, by that I mean, if you look at mine here, you can see you've got to eyeball this depth here, which is about 1/8 of an inch. Okay, all the way around. This is why I say it's not that accurate. We know that the side that we're looking for is 1 1/8. So where we've put a little line on here, we line our 0 up, and then we've got to move the ruler until we're at 1 1/8, and it's touching the side here, and draw a line. That should be roughly 1/8 of an inch. I think it's slightly more. Okay, but we can do the same where that joins, checking this distance here. And again, put your 0 on, 1 1/8 where it touches, draw your line across. And this is not the most accurate way, but it would work if you wanted to make a template and you didn't have anything else to hand. So just move it around, make sure you're lining it up. Oh, excuse the ice cream van again. Bit of sunshine, and he's out. I think it must be school, as a primary school. nearby. He's probably tapping into them coming out of school. And then the last one, like that. And if you cut those bits off the edge, you would get more or less the right size heptagon. Okay, so there you go. That's how you can make a template. I've got loads of these templates now. If you're really stuck and you still can't do it, and you really want to have a go, then I will send you a template made from Linda's one. If that's what you would like, I can send you one in the post. But I mean, there are plenty of ways, I hope, there that you can sort out doing your own. If you send me a stamped addressed envelope, I will pop one in there for you. Okay. So other than that, that's what I'm going to say. I'm going to make some things with these, perhaps tomorrow or next week or something like that. But yeah, I think it'll be fun. I'm going to have a go. I need to have a go at making some more just of the coin shaped ones as well. But I'm definitely going to have a go at the heptagons. So have fun, see how you get on. Anybody gets stuck or anything, give me a shout. I will put everything that I've told you, what I've done, in the description box. Go along and have a look, and then hopefully you'll be able to play along too. Take care everyone, and I will see you again very soon. Bye for now.